Dumb Ways to Die 4. Already off to a great start, and trust me, I ain't being sarcastic here. Now, if you don't remember the basic format of Dumb Ways to Die, which, to be honest, I don't blame you, here's the basic summary of it. Dumb Ways to Die is about playing quick, snappy microgames one after another without really any slowdown. They're so fast that even the little hints they show you before each minigame only last for about 1.7 seconds, and yeah, it usually ends how you expect it to. This is how the series started, and it's how it continued up until the third game, where they replaced those quick, snappy microgames with longer, more polished minigames, and I'm saying polished with air quotes here. The game just felt a lot more grindy, plus there were a lot less minigames, and the game just felt lazy. That's what they fixed in the fourth game, bringing the series back to its roots. Anyway, now let's talk about the minigames. There are a lot of them. Obviously, you don't get them all out the box. To get the rest of them, you need to play minigames, get coins, and use said coins to complete areas. Doing such will get you more minigames and new characters. Now you can collect characters that will help you out in more minigames, like giving you extra time or giving you extra score. These characters also have descriptions, and these descriptions are massive callbacks to the older games. Let's take Sturps for an example. Sturp believes you can do anything if you just try, like teaching yourself how to fly. You remember that? Many support Stoop's attitude to life. The law of gravity doesn't. Of course, you can't use all of them immediately. You're gonna have to complete the areas to unlock them, but some you just gotta buy. But I ain't gonna talk about that because it's a mobile game. What do you expect? And the minigames themselves, they're in the style of the first two games, the way we all wanted them. But, I can't be the only one who thinks this. Some of them feel a bit janky. Now, I am not saying that the game is a glitchy mess. There is some clipping every now and again, but that's not that big of a problem. What I mean by janky, just look at this. And that's not the only problem. I feel like sometimes when I'm trying to flick and move my finger around to activate things, it just doesn't work. And that's a big problem when that's the core mechanic. Now I want to talk about some other things, first being the music. Sound effect wise, a lot of the sound effects are reused from the first game, but now all the characters have their own little dialogue sounds, which make things pretty charming. But for the music itself, there's not really anything special. There's only one original track in the game, and while it sounds good, it's nothing that you really should be talking about. Next is the general art style, which has stumped me ever since they showed gameplay for this game in the 10th anniversary video. Now, I'm not saying this game looks bad, especially if we're comparing this to the first game, which visually hasn't exactly aged well. The thing that just confuses me is this weird pseudo 2D 3D art style. I mean, let's take this minigame as an example. You see how everything looks like flat 2D images? Well, in the cutscene, the apple looks 3D while the character still looks 2D. It looks weird. Anyway, final verdict time. How do I think about Dumb Ways to Die 4? Well, it's a pretty good game. The game clearly has its problem, like a bit of delay and whatever this was. But as long as they get those fixed up, yeah, they got a success on their hand. Is this like a phenomenal game? Of course not. It's a mobile game. What'd you expect? This is a game that you play on the toilet. I didn't come into this game expecting anything. I just wanted a good, fun experience. And that's how a lot of people should see video games now. The sooner they do, the less toxic this world will become. Anyway, that's going to be the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, like and subscribe, and I'll see you all the next one.